UW360 is proudly supported by BECU, a not-for-profit member-owned credit union. Pacific Office Automation, copy, print, workflow, and IT. Problem solved. Zoe has her father's eyes and a long family history of colorblindness.
On my dad's side, his father was colorblind. My mom's side, her father was colorblind. And my dad's colorblind, and my uncle's colorblind. So in the end, my brother and I had high probability of being colorblind.
Zoe can't see red or green, or at least she doesn't see them the way she would with normal color vision.
So if you look at the building, the darker tiles, for me, they look dark green. The lighter ones look very brown. And the tree just looks a little brighter, but it's the same tone.
Without red and green, the world is just a lot less vibrant. Even yellows and blues are more subdued.
We would say that the world looks much less colored, very washed out, and that it looks more like yellow and blue and gray.
As a psychology major, colorblindness isn't a career issue for Zoe. But seeing colors is essential in many fields, from science research to factory jobs to airline pilots. A team at the University of Washington is working on a cure.
That's definitely, this is a male who passed a color vision test.
And this is...
Jay and Maureen Knights, both professors of ophthalmology in the UW School of Medicine, and married since 1981, are among the world's foremost authorities on the genetics of colorblindness.
Colorblindness is the most common genetic disorder in people. 1 out of every 12 men and 1 out of every 230 women in the United States has some form of red-green color blindness. Okay, Zoe, what I'd like you to do is find the chip here that looks most like that one and put it next to it.
Sharing both their personal and professional lives, the Knightses have been a research team for more than 25 years. They've tested thousands of people like Zoe, and they've developed a gene therapy that cures colorblindness in squirrel monkeys, whose eyes are just like ours.
It's a gene therapy that replaces a photopigment gene that's missing in people that are colorblind. And that injection is a solution that has a viral vector carrying the normal gene. What do you see here?
I see nothing.
All right.
While colorblindness is strictly genetic, other eye disorders are caused by interaction between genes and the environment. The Knights team's research starts with genetics and moves outward, discovering the cause of disorders so that they can find a cure. Their focus now is on myopia, or nearsightedness.
And in the United States, the incidence of nearsightedness has about doubled in the last 30 years.
That, says Dr. Knights, is because of what happens in our modern environment, where we're constantly exposed to television, smartphones, and computer screens. The team's research with people in a primitive society revealed that almost none of them had myopia.
Normally, what's supposed to happen in your eye is supposed to grow exactly the right length for everything to be perfect focus on the back of your eye. Then there's supposed to be a signal that comes from the environment that says stop. But our modern world doesn't tell it to stop properly, and it grows too long, and so people have an eye that's too long for their optics.
Wearing specially designed glasses during the years when our eyes are developing could prevent nearsightedness in children who are genetically susceptible.
And then by the time you get into your 20s, you could throw your glasses away, and you'd avoid all those kind of other problems that happen that go along with having your eyeball grown to be nearsighted.
Prevention of myopia and cures for colorblindness are just two of the ways that Jay and Maureen Knights are working to change our view of the world. It's as exciting for them as it is for us.
Modern technology and genetics and the ability of gene therapy and our understanding of the interaction of genes and the environment has moved so quickly that now I can see light at the end of the tunnel in being able to treat, all sorts of things that cause people to suffer because they can't see normally. So that has been a very exciting thing for us.